Hello everyone, my name is Vaishali Fulari. Welcome back to my channel P. Vaishali's Mathematics Classes. We are going to continue this video with the exercise 5.3 with the question number 11 from 10th standard CBSE board from the chapter Arithmetic Progressions. Let us see the question number 11 here. If the sum of the first n terms of an AP is 4n minus n square, what is the first term? That is S1. What is the sum of first two terms? What is the second term? Similarly, find the third, the 10th and the nth terms. Here, the sum of first n terms is given as 4n minus n square. Given that Sn is given to us because sum of first n terms we denote it with the Sn, that's why we can write it as Sn is equals to, it is given as 4n minus n square. What is the first term? That is the S1. Here if we put n is equals to 1, then what we will get here? S1 is equal to 4 into 1 minus 1 square. This is 4 minus 1, it is the 3. We got S1 as the 3. S1 is the 3 means, before going to this, let us see here, there is A1, A2, A3, so on up to the AN. If there is only one term, then the sum of one term is nothing but S1 is equals to A1, isn't it? So, what is our A1? That is the first term, that is the 3. Therefore, the first term A1 or A, which is equals to 3. We got S1, that is the first term. Next, what is the sum of first two terms? First two terms means S2 is equals to what? We put n is equal to 2. Then we will get the S2, isn't it? So S2 is equal to 4 into 2 minus 2 square. This is 4 to the 8 minus 2 square is the 4. 8 minus 4 is the 4. What is the sum of the first two terms? We got. What is the second term? Means we have to find out the A2. A2 is equals to how much? How can we get the A2? If S2 is given to us. S2 means what? The sum of first and the second term. Can I write A1 plus A2 here? Yes. A1 means, A1 is how much? A1 means it is the first term, that is the 3 here. Plus A2 we have to find out. A2. S2 we found already, it is 4. A2 is equal to 4 minus 3, which is equals to 1. A2 is how much? 1. Write the terms, whatever we got here. A1 is equals to 3, we got, and A2 is equals to 1. Next, what is the second term? We found. Similarly, find the third term. What is the third term? A3 is equals to. Can we write it as A plus 2D? Okay. Before that, we should get the D. How can we get the D? D is equals to A2 minus A1. What is our A2? 1 minus A1 is how much? 3. 1 minus 3 is the minus 2. Now we know A and the D. We can substitute the values and we can get the A3 here. A3 is equals to, A is the 3 plus 2 into D value is minus 2. 3 plus into minus is minus, 2 to the 4. 3 minus 4 is the minus 1. Next, the 10th term means A10 is equals to A plus 9 into D. A is how much? 3 plus 9 into D value is minus 2. 3 plus into minus is minus, 9 to the 18. A10 equals to 3 minus 18 minus 15 here. Next, the nth term, an is equals to a plus n minus 1 into d. A is how much? 3 plus n minus 1 into d value is minus 2. 3, multiply this minus 2 inside. Minus 2 into n is minus 2n, because plus into minus is the minus. Minus into minus will become the plus. 2 into 1 is the 2. 3 plus 2 is the 5. 5 minus 2n. This is the value of the an. Let us write the conclusion here, what the terms are asked and we found here. The first term, S1 is equals to A1, which is equal to 3. Next, what is the sum of the first two terms? Means we got S2 as 4. Next, what is the second term? A2 equals to 1. Next, similarly, the third term, A3 equals to minus 1. A10 is equal to minus 15. And the an is equal to 5 minus 2n. So this was the conclusion of our question. Next is question number 12. Find the sum of the first 40 positive integers divisible by 6. Means we have to find out as 40 here. And which numbers we have to take? We have to take the positive integers which are divisible by 6 only. Which numbers are divisible by 6? 6, 12, 18. All these numbers are divisible by 6. Then how many we have to take? We have to take the first 40. Then we can write A is equal to 6, that is the first term, and D is equals to 12 minus 6, which is the 6. A is also 6 and D is also the 6. Is 40. We have to find. First, shall we write the formula for the Sn? Sn is equals to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. S40 is equals to 40 by 2 into 2a. 2 into 6 plus n minus 1. 40 minus 1, it is 39. Into d value is the 6. 2 1s are 2, 2 20s are 40. Then 20 into 6 2s are 12 plus 6 9s are 54. 5 is the carry. 6 3s are 18. 18 plus 5 is the 23. 20 into how much? 246. Multiply this with the 20. 2 6 are 12, or we can take the 0 here, because 20 into something will get the at the last we will get the 0. 2 into 6, it is a 12, carry 1. 2 4 is 8 plus 1 9. 2 2s are 4. 4920. This is the sum of the first 40 positive integers which are divisible by 6. Therefore, the sum of first 40 positive integers divisible by 6 is equals to 4920. Next question, it is 13. Find the sum of the first 15 multiples of the 8. We have to find out S15 here. But what number should we take? Multiples of the 8. Which are the multiples of the 8? Multiples of 8 are. What are those? 8 1s are 8, 8 2s are 16, 8 3s are 24. All these are the multiples of the 8, isn't it? So, From this, we can write A is equals to 8 and D is equals to 16 minus 8, which is the 8 only. Of course, we will get 8 only because the common difference, we will get it as the 8 because every time we should add 8 to the previous term. Okay. As n is equals to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So here we have to take as 15 is equal to 15 by 2 into 2a. A is 8 plus n minus 1. 14 into d is also the 8. Next 15 by 2 into 8 to the 16 plus 14 into 8 is the 112. 15 by 2 into 120, 8 will come. 2 1s are 2, 2 6s are 12, 2 4s are 8. 15 into 64. 15 4s are 60. 0 carry 6. 15 6 are 90. 90 plus 6 is how much? 96. Therefore, the sum of first 15 multiples of 8 is equals to how much? 960. Next, question number 14. Find the sum of the odd numbers between 0 and 50. Which are the odd numbers? The numbers after doing the division with the 2, the remainder should be 1. Those numbers are called as the odd numbers. Between 0 to 50. Odd numbers between 0 to 50 we have to take. 0 and 50 both are not odd numbers, from which the number is going to start 1, 3, 5, 7 and so on. What is the last odd number here? 49. 50 is not a odd number, it is the even number. Now how many terms are there? Actually we will get the 25 terms. But for our clarification, we will use with the help of the formula. Means we should get the value of the n here. From this data, what can we write? A is equals to 1. D is equals to 3 minus 1, which is the 2. Common difference is the 2. Next, an is equals to 49. Because this is the nth term. We have to find out how many terms are there. Means n value. An is equals to a plus n minus 1 into d. An is the 49 is equal to a is the 1 plus n minus 1 into 2. 49 minus 1 is the 48 is equals to n minus 1 into 2. N minus 1 equal to 48 divided by 2. 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4, 2 4s are 8. N is equal to 24 plus 1. It is 25. N is equals to 24 plus 1, which is the 25. Means there are 25 terms that we already discussed. Next, we have to find out the sum of the odd numbers. Means yes, 25 we should get. Because how many terms are there? 25 terms are there. All what kind of the numbers? These are the odd numbers. 25 by 2 into 2a. A is how much? 1. Plus 1 less we have to take. 24 into d value is the 2. 25 by 2 into 2 plus 48. How much? 25 by 2 into 50. 2 1s are 2, 2 25 is 25 into 25, which is equals to 625. What will we write in the conclusion? Therefore, the sum of the odd numbers between 0 and 50 as 25 is equals to 625. If we consider only the odd numbers from 1 to the 49, there is sum, we are getting it as a 625. Let us take the question number 15. A contract on construction job specifies a penalty for delay of completion beyond a certain date as follows. Means here the deadline will be given to them. If they are unable to complete that work, they have to pay the penalty. How much the penalty is there? It is as follows. Rupees 200 for the first day, 250 for the second day, 300 for the third day, and so on, means etc. The penalty for each succeeding day being 50 rupees more than the preceding day, which means that for the next day they have to pay the 50 rupees more than the previous day. Suppose today if the penalty is the 200, tomorrow they have to pay 250, means day by day for each day 50 rupees are going to increase here. How much money the contractor has to pay as penalty if he has delayed the work by 30 days? If like this, if he is delaying the work for the 30 days, how much he has to pay as the penalty, that we have to find. Let us write the given data here. Given data for the first day, means can I write A1 is equals to 200 rupees. Next A2 is equals to 250 because it is for the second day, 250 rupees, and for the third day A3 is equals to 300, and so on. Here n is equals to 30, means we have to find out the S30 here. S30 is equals to 30 by 2 into 2A. A is the 200 plus 29 into D value is how much? D is equal to 250 minus 200, which is the 50. Already it is given here. The succeeding day being the 50 rupees, means common difference is the 50. So D is equals to 50 here. Into D is the 50. 2 ones are 2, 2 15s are 30. 15 into 200 into 2 is the 400 plus 29 into 5, we can take 0 at the last. 5 9s are 45. 5 carry 4. 5 2s are 10. 10 plus 4 is the 14. 1450 is the multiplication of these two numbers. Next 15 into 400 plus 1450. It is 1850. 15 into 0 is the 0. 15 5s are 75. 5 carry is the 7. 15 8s are 120. 120 plus 7 is 127. 7 carry is the 12. 15 ones are 15. 15 plus 12 is the 27. How much he has to pay if he delays the work for the 30 days? 27,750 rupees he has to pay as the penalty. Therefore, the contractor has to pay the penalty, for the delay of how many days? 30 days. Is 27,750. that is S30. In this way we completed till the question number 15. The remaining questions we are going to see in the next videos. Thanks for watching my videos.